group program sales this week. That's what we're going to walk you through in this training video. And no matter how it's been to sell up until now, we're going to show you the exact process that we teach our clients on how to get 5 or more group program sales this week. And we're talking about doing this right now from your existing audience without any ads and without any new content. We're going to break down truly how to make this as simple as possible. And probably my favorite thing ever, this is one of our most famous, most watched, most highly requested trainings that we have ever done in the past since 2022. And Dan and we have spent hundreds and hundreds of hours studying how to get group coaching sales specifically. So we wanted to update our training and really focus on and talk about what is working right now. Now, the difference between Dan and I and our company Elevated, then the thing that sets us apart, I'll just say, is that we are not a set it and forget it type of company. We're always looking at what is working right now, boots on the ground, talking to people every single week and updating our trainings. So when you are watching our trainings, you can always be assured that this is current and this is what is working right now. Our job is we help experts who want to grow their group coaching program. We help them get to weekly sales in just a few weeks. Now, we're going to talk you through this, but many of our clients, when they come in, they get those first sales within days. We just had someone come in literally this week and she posted, I wish I put a screenshot of this in here. She posted that she got her first sale in over a year without launching. And she was absolutely thrilled. And this is a conversation I had with her because I showed her, if you know your group program is great and you know that you should have more people in there, then we can help you do that. I'm going to talk to you like this is interactive. So you may want to pause the training. You definitely want to take notes once Dan starts drawing his absolute genius. I want you to ask yourself, where are you right now? How has it been for you selling your group program? Has it been green, easy? It's simple to sell your group program and you know exactly how to scale it up. Yellow, it's like some days it sells, some weeks it sells, some months it sells, but some months it's really freaking slow and I'm tired of it being a trickle. I want it to like open up the flow. Or is it red, where it's like it's really been a struggle? This is like ways. It's not good, bad, right, or wrong. And that's really important for you to know. It's just about where you are right now. It's just about figuring out like ways. If I want to go to the mall, I have to let Waze see my current location or it's not going to give me the right directions. So this is the same kind of thing. So have awareness around where you are, but don't make yourself good, bad, right, or wrong for that. There's many different mistakes that we see experts make with selling their group programs. And honestly, that leads to a lot of frustration. It leads to a lot of just like feeling bad about yourself. And the reason why these mistakes happen is most experts try to sell their group program like they're one-to-one, or they try to even sell their group program like their low ticket or like their course that they have. But the truth is, when it comes to your one-to-one, people are buying it from you because of the intimacy, because of the proximity, because of the depth. It's buyer psychology that it's easy for them to justify the one-to-one. And with the group, it's different. It's a different psychology. So often what we see is you water down your message and you almost talk to like budget buyers, and that kills your demand. Your group program is not a discount. It is the gold standard. It is for the elite. It is for the high level buyer. And we have to learn how to talk to that high level buyer so they want your group program. So a little bit about us. We're Nicole, and this is my husband and business partner, Dan. We're co-founders of Elevated, and we help CEOs build wildly profitable and wildly fun businesses. And it starts with tripling your group program sales, because your group program is the thing that's going to help you get back time and it's going to help you really scale back your revenue and scale up that impact we know that you want to make. We have been in this game a very long time. This is a photo from our Straight to the Top mastermind. It's our 7-figure mastermind that we host. And this is for really 7-figure business owners who really want to scale up in their delivery and scale up in their teams. We've been in this game since 2011. I started out in teaching, and I quit my teaching job to run a food company. And we have been running Facebook ads and in the online marketing space literally since then. We do not have time for what doesn't work. We don't have time to waste. We have 3 kids and a busy life just like you do. So we keep things extremely simple, and all of our sales strategies can be run in 30 to 60 minutes a day, and they work. So this training here, we're going to walk you through how to triple your group program sales, but really we're here so you can see the opportunity you have and to see if our work is for you. So if you know your program is incredible, if you find yourself saying, I only have 10 people in it, I only have 20 people in it, I only have 40 people in it, and I should have, and that number is like 3 to 5 times the amount, then this is for you. If you know your program's incredible, but it's hard to explain because there's so much in there and you know more people should be in it, that's exactly where Elevate comes in. What we help you do is really set up that group program system so it's the obvious choice for your buyers, and then we build the system that sells it daily. We are different because we're custom. We have the system and the strategy to sell your group programs at scale, but it's custom to you and it's aligned with where you are and how to get the fastest wins. And with Elevate, you get our systems, you get our strategy, and you also get to tap into our genius, our team's genius, multiple times a week. And trust me when I tell you, our team is the creme de la creme. They are the best. They care so much about every single client, and we know every single client in their's business. The reason why you haven't gotten to where you want to be with your group program is because you haven't specifically learned how to sell your group program. It's really as simple as that. You can't sell it the same way you sell your other offers, and you cannot sell your group program at scale the same way you sell your other offers. The people we work with, and you are this if you are here, they're action takers, they're very committed, they're supportive of other CEOs. We're a little bit rebel, and you can send me a DM on Instagram and tell me they have a strong opinion about the work that they do and the why behind why they do it. And you're an expert. You are truly the best at what you do. And I know that your headspace is like, I don't want to compare. And I see other people who are way less of an expert than me. And they seem to be, I say seem because you never know, but they seem to be doing a little bit better. And we really want to help you get your sales where you feel like, yes, my sales match or exceed the level of expertise. These are the things we hear all the time. My group program, very hard to explain. And I would love to know, and I would love for you to circle which one is you the most. It's very hard to explain because it's a lot of different things. It's jam-packed, and people don't always get the value, and they don't always understand it. You feel like more people should have it in their hands. And you're frustrated because you know the program is so good, but not enough people have joined. If this is you, you're in exactly the right place, because the good news is people are waiting for you. They want your group program, and they're waiting for you to learn how to sell it in the way that makes them buy. And this is what we are geniuses at. This was at our last big Elevate event, and there's nothing like being in the room with other people who are as motivated as you. So who feels like, I know this is you if you're here, who feels like their group program is off the charts good? Like so freaking good. The people who come in, they stay and they get amazing results. And this is one of our client wins actually. And this is a client who really was working to get back one-to-one time. So she implemented what we do is we do a weekly momentum call, and this is like to get clients fast wins. You show up to that momentum call, Dan is getting you a quick win, and it's all about getting like removing the blocks and helping you get into action. And this client actually implemented her own version of a momentum call to save her time, and you could see the results. I love this. I don't even know if you saw this yet, Dan. If you want to jump in right now for Elevate, we actually have a special promotion and it's $2,000 off. You'll see the link around this video, and that is to get $2,000 off just for watching this video. We only work with people who are ready to change and to make changes in 30 to 60 minutes a day, really simple changes to see results. Or you can apply for a group program sales session where we can hop on the phone and we'll help you really map out what that looks like for you. But if you are like sitting here, you're an action taker, you're ready to get going, then you can just jump in. And after you enroll, you will get the opportunity. Jess, our client success manager, will reach out to you, a real human. She will welcome you in, and then you'll get to book your kickoff call. Let me ask you, what is your crazy goal? What would be like, oh my gosh, I would have my mind blown if I could get this many sales in the next 4 weeks for my group coaching program? Write that down. So now what we're going to do today, instead of you feeling like you're explaining everything inside where you're in that coaching, convincing energy, let me just give you the laundry list of every single thing I have inside this program. You're going to learn how to position your group program as the obvious solution that people are jumping into to say yes. So no more best kept secret, no more hidden gem energy. And we're going to frame it in the way that makes them immediately want in. And that's the whole purpose of this. We're going to show you, and what Elevate helps you do, if you're selling more than one thing, you're not having to wait for those one-off masterclasses or live events to drive results. No more confusion, no more split focus. You know exactly what to do every day to drive your group program sales. And ultimately, our goal is that your buyers understand why this is it for them. Right now, your prospects, they don't understand because they're a little bit confused on the value, and they don't understand why it's the thing they've been waiting for. And that's what we're going to show you how to shift. Let's go sell some group programs, and I'm going to hand this to Dan so he can walk you through this.
We're going to jump into the iPad and walk you through it. We really want to focus on action takers. All the work we do with our clients are focused around how quickly can we get you results. Whenever we start a training like this, it's really clear. We really want to get clear on what is the goal here. What are we even trying to do? And what is the metric that we're measuring? For us, we're always measuring sales. That's the goal that we want for you. We want more sales. So what I'm going to do is with this triangle, we're going to walk through an overview of the system, but in the middle of this, I want to write the results. You can write whatever you want, but I'm going to write 5 group program sales in the next week. Now, if you want 10, if you want 30, whatever number you want to put in there, I'm just throwing that out there because that's what we say on this training is we want to show you the process to get 5 group program sales in a week. So obviously, in order to do this, we are going to have to take some new actions or change the actions we're doing, or even work on our messaging. I'm going to walk you through step by step where we focus with our clients. And the first thing we need to do, and this is what Nicole was talking about, when we see our clients or when we see people who are about to join Elevate and they talk about their group program, what we see is a big mistake is they've watered down their program. They're actually talking to those budget buyers. And that's the first thing we change inside Elevate is we change and we have you speaking to your rich niche. Now, your rich niche is not just a reflective of income. It just doesn't mean they have money, but it could be a piece of it. When we say rich niche, what we're really talking about is they are rich with desire to make a change. So this could be they want to get a new relationship, make more money, increase their wealth, lose weight, whatever the thing is, they want to take action with this right now. And so where we see most of our audience, and we actually have a training on this called the rich niche that will go into more detail. But when we look at the online marketplace, we see about 80% of the people out there are trying to convince people to take action with their content and convince them to join their program. We do not want any convincing energy, especially when we're selling a group program. We need to have that leadership energy and lead people to the right decision for them, which most of the time is our group program. So in order to speak to our rich niche, the first thing we need to focus on is we need to start using our money magnet words. Now, if you're watching this, I can basically guarantee that you are an expert, which is amazing. And being an expert allows you to get amazing results with your clients. However, the curse of the expert is that you know too much. So when it comes to talking about the results you're getting, the problems you're solving, you tend to speak to your audience as if they are colleagues instead of kindergartners. And this is what we really need to change. We need to figure out the words that your perfect people are using to describe the problems they're having or the results they want. This is what we call money magnet words, because when you use these words, you will attract your perfect client to you and they will pay you money. And so this is, again, leading back to the metrics that we're measuring. We're trying to get you 4 group sales in a week. We're not trying to get you 5 conversations. We're not trying to get you 5 video views. We're trying to get you 5 sales. So we need to make sure the messaging is attracting people who are ready to buy right now. And it starts by using your money magnet words. The second thing that we need to do is we need to collapse buyer time. Collapse buying time. And what I mean by that is we need to start learning how to show the value of our group program without going into all of the details. One thing that slows down buying behavior is just overwhelming people with information. We also overwhelm them with nurture. What we see is most marketing out there is actually driving away your fast buyers. We need to switch that around and give your fast buyers the fastest path to buying from you as possible. So that starts with your money magnet words and talking to them, but then it's also kind of just letting go of this need to nurture your people and learn that by selling, you can actually serve. And when you start coming out and just moving your offer to the forefront, moving your group program offer in front of your audience more, you are going to find more people who want to make decisions today. And that's really a key step in getting more sales, is just talking to more people who are ready to make a decision today, not next week, not next month, not sometime in the future. They are ready and willing to take action right now. Those people are not going to respond to the content as you currently do it. They don't want to be nurtured. They don't want all the details. They want to be told why their problem is solvable, how you can solve it, and what the specifics are of how they can get started. Now, the last piece of this is what we call the thing that we come back to, and this is why we want 5 group sales in a week, is we want cash from content. This is just a reminder that the metric we're measuring is cash. Are we getting sales every single week? The reason why we say cash from content is because we are obsessed with feedback loops. And if you are creating content, meaning if you're posting on Instagram, if you're sending out emails and you're not making sales, something is wrong with your messaging. You are either not talking to your rich niche, not using your money magnet words, or not collapsing your buying time. This last piece of this is more the metric that we're measuring every single week. If you are not getting cash from your content, something in your content is broken and we need to fix that. So many people come to us and they say, hey, I'm not getting any sales and I need more leads. I'm going to go out and start Facebook ads, or I'm going to go get more leads. That's not your problem. Your problem is your messaging is not connecting with that perfect person and bringing them in to buy this week. And so before we get into like the funnels we create and the systems we run and all that kind of stuff, we had to just pause here and just be really clear on the messaging, because the messaging is going to be from A to Z. The messaging has to go through every piece of your funnel, from your content to your landing page, to your low ticket, to your high ticket, to your offer. So if you're not hitting this, you're actually pushing away your people at every stage of your funnel. Once we have this rich niche and we start to understand that, the next thing we have to figure out is our group program sales system. This is simply the 3 funnels that we use every single day to bring buyers in every single week. The first one we set up is a fast cash funnel. And the reason we start here is because every funnel we create for you, we want to streamline it. We want to get it from lead to sale as fast as possible. The first funnel we're going to create is we're going to use your money magnet words to collapse your time to get your fast buyers coming in and buying from you as quickly as possible. A lot of people, this is just simply going out to your audience, getting them to talk back to you and bringing them to a sales call or some type of training. It's how quickly can you get the offer in front of your people? It's a very simple process. This requires almost no tech. You need to have an email service and you need to have a payment button, a payment processor. That's really all you need to do to get sales. So this is extremely low tech. It's extremely fast. It's extremely easy. It's extremely simple. This is the first thing we set up because it doesn't require any tech. It's also a great way to test out your messaging and make sure that all of this stuff is actually infused in your funnel and it's working. Once we have that set up, we're starting to now think about how to automate this process, how to have more things happening in the background. And this is what we call our brainstorm funnel. This is simply just different ways to get more people to see your offers at the same time. This can be live trainings, recorded trainings, low ticket offers. There's a variety of different options in this funnel. And this is one of the things I think we need to touch upon is that when you work with us as a client, we are not going to tell you to do things exactly the same as us. We are going to show you different systems that have worked for us or our clients. And then it's up to you to decide what works best for you in terms of your lifestyle, your enjoyment, and your finances. We make decisions based on data. So we are not going to say, hey, we made money this way, you have to do it this way. It's always a conversation. And that's why with all of our clients, we do one-to-one calls just so we can customize and optimize for you. So the brainstorm funnel has a few different options here, but the main idea is that we are scaling up how many people are seeing your offer at the same time. Now, once we have that, we've really dialed in the messaging, we've really scaled up the sales system. Now we can go out and really start to get some more leads. And when we do that, what we call this our multiple chance selling system. The reason we do this selling system, when most people go out and get Facebook ads or go out and do Facebook ads, they have a single line funnel. It just goes from top to bottom. That's it. There's one opportunity to sell to these people. I'm going to bring leads in. I'm going to bring them to a launch. I'm going to sell them. If they don't buy, they need to wait 3 months, 6 months till my next launch. Same thing with webinars, same things with most evergreen funnels. Is there some type of fake urgency or scarcity? And once that expires, it's just like, okay, you have to sit and wait. We don't believe in that. We want multiple opportunities to sell to the same leads. This can be the same offer in different mediums. It can be different offers. It can be combinations of both. So this is how we really pull out our fast buyers. It also is another way that we serve our leads. They do not have to go to a sales event that they do not want to be at. We have multiple ways that we can connect with them, nurture them, and sell them at the same time. Some of them automated, some of them manual. It all ties in together. The biggest thing here is if you're running Facebook ads right now and you only have one funnel running, you are losing out on probably 80% of your sales. We could easily double or triple your revenue just by installing additional chances for you to sell to your existing leads. Obviously, if you need, I would pause here and just go and review and just make sure that you are grasping all of this. We also have that application and we can help you with this inside Elevate. Now, this is a really important piece of the puzzle. And again, this is something that sets us apart. The first 2 sections of this training, what we've really talked about up here is marketing and sales. How do we get you more leads, higher qualified leads? How do we get more of those sales coming in? But in order to keep this business growing and really scaling and keeping and getting 5 group program sales every single week, we have to talk about delivery. We actually have to talk about the service side of things. And what we call this is scaling your service.
And what I'll say to this is your group program should be positioned as the gold standard. Our Elevate program works with clients custom. The level of service, no one has ever seen it until you get in. We have an entire team dedicated to client success. It is the gold standard in getting results. Your group program should be the gold standard in getting results and actually should get better results than your one-to-one.
Yeah. So the first piece of scaling your service is the tiny promise timeline. What most people don't realize is that when people join your group program, they don't trust you 100%. Even though they've paid you money and they want that result, there is going to be a lot of times some disconnect, some scaredness, some nerves. And so what we have to do is we have to break the big milestone, the big result into tiny promises along the way. So we're actually breaking up the big result into milestones, and we are showing people, hey, go take this action, then hit this milestone. Then go take this next action, hit this milestone. It is a way to build up confidence, to build up trust, to build up results, so that as we're asking our people to take bigger and bigger risks, bigger and bigger action, they are more likely to take them. This also alleviates the problem of people having to be on your timeline. If you are releasing your modules week by week 3 or 4, 60% of the people are saying, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind, I'm so late, blah, 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 all this. It drags down the energy of the group. When you have the tiny promise timeline, everyone is on their own timeline. They're just working through their own stuff, hitting their next milestone. When they hit that milestone, they'll be working on the next thing. This is extremely important to get more people consuming your group program, because the next thing we need to talk about when we talk about scaling your service is we need to talk about results.
And the other thing that talks about tiny promise timeline and results, when you really switch to this model, the best thing is you're going to have people, if you think about like high school or something, like you have the freshmen coming in and then you have the seniors, and the seniors are there to like, maybe this doesn't happen in high school, but this is what happens in Elevate, are people who've been there for a while. They're cheerleaders, they're proof, they show the results that they've gotten. So when someone comes in and they say, I'm new, the people who've been there a while are like, oh my gosh, Dan and Nicole and this team, they are unlike anything else. They got you. And they also chime in, they also give support, they also share, hey, I did this and this works. And it creates this really elevated community where then it really just catapults the result for the new person coming in, instead of people feeling like they're dragged along when everyone is kind of in that frantic energy.
Yeah, exactly. And so part of this is we have to make sure, I mean, obviously, when you are doing something one-to-one, you have a higher chance of getting people results because you're working and adapting them one-to-one. When you have a group program, the dynamic changes. You still need to get them results, but you can't come in and save everyone one-to-one. So what happens is we need to be more proactive instead of reactive. We need to start learning where people are falling off and installing different systems to support those people so they do not fall off or they get back on the wagon. So that's extremely important. And then the other thing is renewals. The more results you get, the more renewals you should have. So many experts do the hardest work, which is gathering leads, connecting with them, and selling them into the program, and then getting those leads amazing results, or getting those now clients amazing results, and then they drop them. They say, okay, well, you worked with me for 3 months or 6 months or whatever. See ya. 90% of our clients are missing out on revenue because they don't have a renewal offer when they start working with us. We need to offer our people something to continue with us. We obviously inside Elevate have a process, have a formula, and how to create this price, how to create this offer. But even if you do not work with us in Elevate, you should be thinking about renewals. Even if you have anything, it's going to help your recurring revenue, your profitability, and it's also going to help you even get better, deeper results with these amazing clients. Now, once you have this, the last stage of this is when you truly step into your role as the elevated CEO. An elevated CEO is someone who has a team, who is a visionary, who is seeing the whole map and is guiding their team to make the right decisions, both in marketing, sales, and service. They're also deciding what they need to delegate, what they need to automate, what they need to delete. And they truly are stepping into more of the energetic leader of the team and of the business. Now, obviously, sometimes you have to still put a hat on and do the marketing, do the sales, do the service, but more and more of your time is being protected so you can do the deep work that the CEO, the visionary, needs to do. And you have the systems that your team can follow the marketing, your team can follow the sales, and your team can follow the service. And now we're just monitoring metrics and making adjustments from there. So this is really what we want for you. Is obviously we want to start by focusing on getting you better leads, more qualified leads. We want you to help convert those leads into sales. And we want to do that in the first 7 days. And then once we start getting these consistent sales rolling in, we want to protect your time. We don't want to forget about the fact that you probably have a life, you probably have a family, you probably have outside responsibilities other than your business, and we want to respect that. So we need to learn how to scale our service so we don't get on that roller coaster ride of tons of sales, no sales, tons of sales, no sales. That is a disaster. So that's really what the last step of this is, stepping into that elevated CEO.
You already have the framework to get those 5 group program sales a week. And if you're really ready to step into this to get the support, to get the messaging, to get the systems and the framework, then Elevate is your next step. If you're ready to jump in and you're ready to, so you can start, this is what Elevate helps you with. This is our area of genius. This is what our team works with you on. And we're going to start right away and we're going to get you on the rich niche messaging. So you're positioning your group program as the obvious premium solution. You're going to be able to start selling your group and really frame it so it's perceived in the way that makes them immediately want in. And then you're going to install systems so you're increasing your weekly group program sales, and your people really understand. They know the value and they are really understanding why it is the thing they've been waiting for. Elevate, talk about gold standard. It's the gold standard. Once you enroll, you're going to hear from Jess. She's going to send you all of our info. You are going to get into the portal right away and you'll be able to kick off your kickoff call. You'll be able to schedule that call. And that really is where you will start to develop that plan. If you are ready to finally feel like, oh my gosh, I just want a team who supports me, and you want to have that feeling of like, we got you, that is what Elevate is about. It is custom. There is custom support. We also send you a weekly data tracker. So in addition to tapping into our genius multiple times a week, you can put your questions in the data tracker. And that's really why we know every person in Elevate's business. And you also have the Facebook group, and it's our goal to respond to you within 24 hours during business hours. So if you are ready to triple your group program sales, then we are waiting for you. And like I said, we have a special offer right now. If you're ready to jump in, you will save $2,000. And we're so excited to welcome you in, because if you are ready to say, like, this is my big money month, I am ready. I am ready to make changes. I'm an action taker, and I know my group program is so good. I'm ready to triple the amount of enrollments and do it in a way that feels really good to me, 30 to 60 minutes a day, and we totally got you. So we'll see you inside. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll talk to you soon.